do you ever feel like you're trapped within what you specifically upload? Like, I can only ever unbox things. That's it. Like, if I try anything outside the box, bad pun, it won't work.
I just built a box around myself instead. So I'm
boxes
like,
and boxes.
even if I don't have the box, I'm in the box. So like the box portion is satisfied.
I'm trying to see if we can break that cycle. Alright, so I have some opinions about what's going on in YouTube, and I want to have an open conversation with my subscribers. I wanted to give my 2 cents on the things that I see here. Part of my job as a UX designer is sometimes to do research before I jump into any projects, trying to find out what people are like or the way they behave, the things that they look for in a product and stuff like that, make it easy for users to navigate. When I came here to YouTube to do my YouTube channel, naturally I wanted to do the same thing and started doing my own research about what people are doing here, what they're looking for. And I just want to be clear that this in no mean I'm telling you guys to follow what I'm saying here. Because this is my own experience. This is the use case of Felix. We call it user persona. And one of the subjects of my research is myself. Because I, like you guys, I also look at YouTubers and people creating their own content, and I enjoy some of those content creators. And some of them, sometimes I get tired and stop watching, or I see a red flag and say, okay, this is not something for me. And one of the things that I found really interesting are the people that usually create content around what people should do on YouTube to be successful. It's very interesting to see that, because the problem with that scenario is that not everybody is the same when it comes to personalities, and what works for you might not work for that person. I know that you can take away things here and there, but the problem is that most of the times the way they present their content is like that's the gospel. This is what you're supposed to do if you want to be successful. But if you see the whole picture, for you to tell somebody that you need to do A, B, and C is, in my opinion, is misleading. Because you went through your own struggles to make your YouTube channel big, and trust me, it's not the same for everybody. Some people might get there faster, some people might take longer, some people might not make it at all. And just to simplify this, my whole research about the things that I see here on YouTube, when it comes to content, try and focus on a niche, and then the repetition. And the problem is that when you find that thing that people like, and then you start like doing that constantly and taking advantage of that, what I see that end up happening to those content creators is that they get burned out, because people might like what they're talking about, that specific niche, but they probably don't like to talk about that. and I can give you an example for like big content creators, people that I usually watch, like Peter McKinnon.
Like, I don't know how long, I love vlogging, but like, I don't know how long I'll do it for. Like, when I'm 40 years old, will I still be holding a camera, like walking through Walmart, talking to myself with my kids? I don't know. I don't think so. I like to think that this job allows me, you know, the freedom to progress and try new things and evolve into new styles of content. So
his channel is about photography. Like the main concept of that channel is that. And now that he's a big YouTuber, now you see him making videos about coffee, and not taking the picture of the coffee, but telling you the whole process of how that coffee is made. And you know why he's doing that? Because he has a passion for coffee. And when you get to that level, it doesn't matter what you talk about in your channel, because people are gonna follow you and listen to you because of your personality and because of you. So it doesn't matter what you say, people are gonna listen to you. And this might be controversial for some people, but trust me, you can see it in the numbers. When you see him making a video about coffee, when what he really does is a photography channel, and now he's realizing, like, man, I want to talk about different things. And when I was doing my research, I was falling into that whole idea of like, okay, maybe I should create another channel, which I did, to maybe divide the things that I do. And the reason why I did it is because of the same research, the same process of trying to see how people behave when you do certain things. And at the end of the day, everything came down to just trying to be you, trying to be yourself, trying to maybe play around with the rules. Maybe you should focus on your personal branding. I'm just telling people who you are instead of playing the numbers of YouTube, because the thing is that at the end of the day, you don't know that. You don't know what they do. I see it in the advertising when you just want to promote something, and yes, you're gonna see results because they turn that switch on, and then they'll show you videos to everybody, or they'll show you products to everybody. That's how it works. I would not focus on trying to figure out how YouTube is directing traffic to your channel or stuff like that. Focus more on your personal branding, on like really being better at showing your personality and who you are. And I think that would be a better way. And I'm doing it with this channel. This is my baby. This is my project. I'm having so much fun growing this channel because at the end of the day, one, I'm having fun. Another one, I would like to see this be successful with the techniques that I'm making, so I can see it at the end and see, oh man, I created that. And if it doesn't work, then you try to do different things without changing who you are. Because I'm telling you, I see a lot of people, a lot of content creators, that they get burned out, and then they say, I don't want to keep doing this, I want to do something different. And then it's like, it becomes like a job. It becomes like, oh man, I owe my people this.
Do you ever feel like you're trapped within what you specifically upload? Like, I can only ever unbox things, that's it. Like, if I try anything outside the box, bad pun, it won't work.
I just built a box around myself instead. So I'm
boxes
like, even if I don't have the box, I'm in the box. So like, the box
Finally.
portion is satisfied.
I'm trying to see if we can break that cycle and just make a successful YouTube channel by just you being who you are and not worry about how YouTube is presenting your video, being in the trending pages. Just focusing on marketing you. You are the product. You are the thing that people wanna see. It doesn't matter what you say. It's just the way you say it. Like, let me give you another example. BKHD, Marcus, another good YouTuber that he does tech. And it's funny because the guy I saw a video about Elon Musk when he went to the factory and stuff like that, talking about the cars. Here's a tech YouTuber like reviewing and talking about car. And I know the car has a lot of tech, obviously, but you are talking about a car. You're not talking about a camera. You're not talking about lighting. You're not talking about a phone. You're talking about a car, which is a different niche. So if you see what I'm getting at, it's like I enjoy that because it came from him. I wanted to hear his opinion from a different perspective, and not from a channel that's all they do, just make videos about cars, which again is not bad as long as that's what you want to do. If that's the only thing, which is, I mean, it's kind of hard to see a person that only wants to do one thing. I don't know, like it's in human nature for you to like different things. You don't eat, breathe, and sleep about one subject or one thing. You might want to do something different than just doing one thing. Like that repetition will make you crazy just to do the same thing over and over. And I mean, that's proven in psychology. So, but if you think that that's something that you can pull off and something that you can have, I mean, if it works for you, as long as you don't lie to yourself, because that's when the mental problems happens. That's when you get burned out, and then you like, I don't want to do this anymore. Another example, Casey Neistat. I think he used to make a video every single day, and now I think he makes a video every month. Why you think that is? You get burned out, and the things that he talks about is like usually like random things, and every time he says something, you get millions of views. Why? Because it doesn't matter what he's saying. People just want to see him talking about anything, because people like his personality. People like the way he does things, the way that vibe that you show in your videos is something that people find entertaining and interesting. So that's where my research is heading, into eliminating all that crap about following the YouTube system of like you have to do this and that so you can be successful. I think if you eliminate all that stuff and just focus just on trying to be better at presenting yourself, who you really are, I think we can change all of this about like, oh, you have to do videos about one subject. Like this channel here. This channel for me has to be about 3 things, which are things that make me feel really happy every time I'm talking about this, or every time I'm doing something like that, which is fashion with my clothing brand Frantic, the cycling, every time I ride my bike, I love riding my bike, and the tech, which is everything that you see in the studio here, the phones, the lighting, the cameras, everything that related to tech is something that I like. So why not talk about all the 3 things? Why do I have to have a channel for each one? So that's the basics of my research. I want to see how long it will take me until maybe I will have to like change, which I doubt it. And I want to show people that maybe this is a possibility for you guys, instead of just like going crazy just trying to please people without focusing on yourself first, so you can be successful. Alright, so I guess the only thing that I have to say here is please don't follow what I'm saying here.
You do your own research.
Do your own research. Try to see what the things that you like. You don't have to follow what people are saying to you. I'm not making this video to tell you that you need to do that. I'm just making this video to make you open your mind and not just follow one particular thing. Try to be self-aware. Try to find out who you are. Stop listening to people that are doing something that work for them, because in reality that same thing might not work for you. You can take away a few things, but most of the time I see people just telling you that you have to follow this for you to be successful, and that's never been the case in my experience. Alright, so I guess this is it. And oh, by the way, so also in my research I was trying to do the likes and subscribe kind of thing, and I'm gonna stop doing that because I already got the information that I wanted. So from now on, There's no more likes and subscribe, follow me. It's just me making videos. So I just wanted to see the difference in between saying that and not saying that. So I wanted to be transparent in this YouTube channel and tell you what I'm really doing here. I don't know, maybe YouTube doesn't know, or no, I don't know, who knows what I'm doing here. But this is gonna be fun. I think this is gonna be really interesting, and maybe you can see like the difference in between when I first started and then like moving forward. Is this gonna work? Is not? Is this thing gonna just fail miserably? Are you gonna not see me? Like, am I gonna disappear and not be in YouTube anymore? We're gonna have to find out. All right. Oh my God, I was gonna say like and subscribe. I'm not saying that anymore. I have to change that now so I can do my other part of the research. So I guess maybe, I don't know. What should I say? Maybe I should say like Bob Ross, we don't make mistakes, we just make happy accidents. Maybe we might go with that. All right, so I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.
I'll be back.